This is Martyrs TV. We've arrived. Fans are in good spirit and some in fancy dress. Tom Yem looking apart. Nathan, top lads. Any prediction today, Tom? What do you think?
Win.
Win what? 2-0, 3-0?
2-1.
Yeah.
Brian, what are you going for?
2-1.
2-1 at the Martyrs. I'm looking at Martyrs TV. Over and out. Okay, this is Martyrs TV and we're catching up with the Puritans Radio who broadcasting the game live today. If you'd like to explain to the viewers, how did the idea come about, and is this something the fans are sort of doing off their own back, or the club sort of helping you with the setup here?
Similar to yourselves, really. The club become a community benefit club, and the supporters obviously running it. And I've always had always supported Banbury United. Did a lot of work for a local hospital radio station, but decided there was a challenge here. Let's create a radio station.
Fantastic.
Which we did in August 2015. So we're coming up for about 3 years in August. And it's a non-profit radio station. We broadcast 24 hours, 7 days a week. So it's not just about the football.
No, absolutely. And you've seen some matches over the course of the season. Of course, sadly, from a Puritans' point of view, dropped off the radar slightly.
Yeah.
Early in the season, they were looking very strong. Of course, you beat the Martyrs 3-1 at Penadarin Park. And in Mike Ford, a familiar figure to Cardiff City fans and people in the Merthyr borough, a good manager. So where do you think the season has kind of gone off the rails a little bit for yourselves?
I think we haven't had some good results here, really. The home results haven't been so good. But I mean, I think we're going to finish 8th or 9th, which isn't bad. And we had this mad 4 games in 8 days, a couple of weeks back.
Yes.
And I think at the end of the day, that was one game too many. Certainly last Tuesday night at St Neots.
Yeah, the fixtures do certainly come thick and fast.
And we still got 2 away games after this. So
and we do like to ask the home fans. We've caught up with a few now on Martyrs TV. No sitting on the fence. How do you see the game going? And what's your match day prediction for today's fixture?
I think today I think Banbury will win today, only for the fact that I think Mike will want to go out with a win in front of the home fans because of some of the issues we've had with some of the games this season. I think he'd like to finish on a high today. Okay,
well, thank you very much, and we wish you very well. Take care. Thank you. Thank you. Man behind the mic at Puritans Radio, who was at Penadarin Park for the 3-1 win earlier in the season. How do you see today's fixture going? Can you see the Puritans pulling this off, or are you expecting a tough encounter with a rejuvenated Martyrs team since the financial crisis?
I think it's going to be a tough one this afternoon. Banbury were coming off the back of a defeat, obviously at St Neots. They've been on a long unbeaten run in the league. Now it's all about how you get that reaction afterwards. Might be a good time for Merthyr to meet them, actually, because the games have been coming thick and fast for Banbury, as they have no doubt for a lot of non-league clubs. But it just looked like Banbury were a little bit leggy the other night against
and you've obviously Mike Ford, a face familiar to Cardiff City fans and many Merthyr fans, passionate manager. Flying high at the start of the season, of course, slowly drifted off. Do you think that's a combination of the league obviously being a tough one to get out of, and also possibly just a slight downturn in form with some players possibly?
I think after last year finishing 6th, there's always going to be expectation. But the only place you can go above 6 is into the playoffs. Great start to the season, 5 wins on the spin. It was always about how you react to that first defeat. And I think you're quite right what you said. This is a tougher league this year. You only have to look at the teams at the top. Hereford have won the league. Take them out of the equation. You've got 3 or 4 real big hitters at the top of this league. You look at the points they've accrued as well. Teams going over 90 points and still not being champions. Hereford through the 100-point mark, 100-goal mark. It's always going to be a tough league. You think last year Slough got into the playoffs and lost 13 league games.
Absolutely.
This season, regular season, all the teams in the top 5 are all going to have lost under 10 games. It just shows you how tough this league is.
And we ask, obviously, all supporters the same question. No sitting on the fence. How do you see today's game panning out, and what's your match day prediction for today's fixture?
I think it's going to be a close encounter. I'm hoping it's going to be a good game because both teams, you could say, the shackles are off a little bit. I'm just hoping in a way, though, that it isn't going to be one of those games where the congestion of fixtures catches up with both teams. I'd probably say Banbury to edge it 2-1.
Fantastic.
Looking for a reaction.
Yeah, well, absolutely. We enjoy coming to Banbury, and I think the two clubs have got a good relationship, so we wish you well for the remainder of the season and indeed further afield.
Can I just say one thing to you as well? Great kudos to your lads who played in that game down at Cheshire, that 13-1 game. I hope that all the Merthyr fans, wherever this club goes in the future, whatever success you have, remembers every one of those players
Fantastic.
that day as a hero.
No, that's very kind. Thank you, David. It's been a pleasure to catch you, and all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Here we go. This is Martyrs TV. We're in place at Banbury United. The players are out.
Once again, a big welcome to Merthyr Town. Team supporters and management this afternoon. So let's take a look at the team names for the pistol for Merthyr Town team this afternoon. Number 1, Ewison. Number 2, Harry Brenton. Number 3, Scott Sankoff. Number 4, Ashley Evans. Number 5, Matthew Harris. Number 6, Carl Patton. Number 7.
Yes! 1-0 to the Martyrs! Ian Trailer penalty! Martyrs, we got Martin Howells, long-standing Merthyr Town fan. What's your makes of the first half, Martin?
Not a lot in ease, to be honest. It's slightly the better team. Was a penalty.
Yeah, it's definitely a clear penalty. Yeah.
Right in front of us, but and I can't see a problem.
No.
Unless they can pick it up in the second half, we might get a second win.
And no stranger to a away game, Martin. You've been gracing grounds across the Southern League for many years. Can you remember your first match watching the Martyrs?
Oh, away from home.
Away from home, yeah. What would you say?
Stupid thing is, the first away game I seen in Merthyr was Watford Sunderland.
Fair play.
1979, second round of the FA Cup. We went to go play Cheshire. We got called off halfway up. We ended up seeing Watford Sunderland.
Fair play.
1979, but beginning of the following year, I went on a players bus and seen Kidderminster Harriers.
Yeah.
We beat them 3-0.
And still going strong watching the Martyrs. How do you see this game panning out in the second half, Martin? Are we going to hold on to the 3 points?
No, I think we might get a second the second half.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. I think we're looking quite strong at the moment. So
they're not troubling us at the back, so can't see much of a problem.
fantastic. Okay, Martin, nice to talk to you and have a safe trip back. Yes! Merthyr has snatched the points! Absolute seats, go! Martyrs TV! It's 3-all! Drama at the end! Absolutely tremendous! Come on! Come on, lads! Come on! It's 3-all at Banbury. Merthyr snatching a point in the final minute. And in truth, I think a draw's a fair result this afternoon. Hope you've enjoyed the films this season.
It's been great all season, 512.
And we will be back next season for more Martyrs TV, so keep it tuned. But for now, over and out.
Got the manager Mike Ford here. Well, it's had a disappointing end to the last home game here, 3-3.
Well, we're a goal down at half time, so, when you can see